Hey, welcome back. I'm Carlton with Put My Pork Barbecue, and I really appreciate you being here today. This is Labor Day weekend, and I know a lot of people are traveling and out camping and having a good time, and I really appreciate you being here, and I hope everybody has a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. Today I'm just going to do some double smoked potatoes and some ribeyes on the grill. So let's get to it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to season up our meat because we want to let it sit for about an hour. And I'm using 2 Gringos, their chupacabra rub, just their fine meat rub, they're standard. You can get this a lot of places. There's a link down below if you would like. You really want to try this rub. This is some great rub for beef, or for any meat for that matter. I'd use it on chicken. It's got a fantastic Southwest flavor. So we're just going to put a light coat of this on the meat. Like I say, this has got a fantastic Southwest flavoring to it. So I'm just going to coat both sides, and we're going to go around the edges. We want to get it all over this meat. It's got just the right amount of peppers and salt and pepper. It's got just enough kick, not too much, but it's got just enough kick. I really like it. It's got to be one of my go-to rubs. The 2 go-to store-bought rubs I use is Chupacabra and Killer Hogs. And Killer Hogs is great on pork. Great on pork. And I use it quite often whenever I'm doing pork. But when it comes to beef, I prefer the Chupacabra rub. Okay, we've got these all seasoned up. I'm going to get these in the refrigerator, and then we're going to get started on the potatoes. Okay, we got our steaks in the refrigerator, and we're going to start on our potatoes now. And these are going to take a little over an hour in the smoker at 300 degrees. What I like to do is I just come through and I just pierce the skin in a few places, because that allows the smoke to get inside. And we're going to be double smoking these, so it won't be as much. We're going to be using mesquite wood for these. Now I just like to take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and put on these. And just kind of work it in. Doesn't take much, just a little bit. Get that olive oil on it. Now we'll get this one. Okay, we got these coated with olive oil. I'm gonna go out and get our Bradley smoker up to 300 degrees and get some mesquite wood pucks in it, and we're gonna get these on. Let them be going for about an hour, a little over an hour. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these to about somewhere between 205 and 212 degrees internal temperature. That's a good area where they're done all the way through. That's just how I like to do it. So let me go get the smoker fired up. I'll be right back. Okay, we got our smoker up to temp. I'm gonna go out and get these on the Bradley right quick, and in a little bit we're gonna get those steaks going. So hang around. Our potatoes are done smoking, and we're gonna just scoop these out, the potato out of them. I cut them in half, and you're gonna leave just a little bit around the edge just to make a shell out of the potatoes. I'll get these all scooped out. These are really good potatoes. I love to eat them this way. Okay, we've got our potatoes all cleaned out. Now we're going to start adding the stuff in here. The first thing we're going to add, we're going to add about 1/3 cup of milk to this. Okay. Now we're going to add about 1/4 cup of cream cheese, sour cream, I'm sorry. Sour cream to this. And That's close enough. Next we're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder in it. Now you could add scallions or green onions right here. The only problem is if you do, if you're going to freeze them, and I never know if I'm going to freeze them or not, then you don't want to put the green onions on it. So now I'm going to put in about a 1/2 cup of cheese. I've got a cup of cheese here, but I'm going to put about 1/2 of it in. That's a little over 1/2, but that's good. Now we're going to just mix this all up. We're going to kind of mash it all together. Mixture here for this, especially if you were making a lot of potatoes, you know, a bunch of them, since I'm only doing 2 or 4 halves of a potato, then I'm just going to just do it by hand. Get it all mixed up here. It doesn't have to be like mashed potatoes. And let me get this over here and we're going to fill these. Okay. We're going to add some extra cheese on top. Just whatever type of shredded cheese you prefer is fine. Spread this out a little bit on top. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get the grill up and running, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I got the grill up to temp, and before we put the ribeyes on, I'm going to add a little bit of Chicago steak seasoning. Not a whole lot, just going to go kind of light on it. I'm doing it on both sides, just give it a little bit of a crunch. Plus it brings a really good flavor to this chupacabra rub. Okay, and I added a little bit of extra, I put a little extra cheese and also put some bacon bits on these potatoes. So as they cook, and a lot of people will put butter in the mix. I like to do it after they're heated, just put butter on it and let it melt like you normally would with a baked potato. That's the way I prefer it, so that's why I make it. But you can put butter in it in the mix before you load the potatoes if you want. So let's go get this stuff on. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the potatoes right around the edge, kind of indirect, and let them be heating up. Kind of like that. All right, now then these steaks are going to go right on here. Ah, yeah, there we go. All right. Now I've got a timer set for 2 minutes. And we're going to do it 2 minutes, then we're going to turn them. I've got my grill grates in here, and we're running at probably 400 to 450 degrees on our little grill here. This charbroil grill has been a really good one. I've had it probably 15 years. I think it's time for me to upgrade to a Weber or something. So, like I say, we'll run them about 2 minutes, then we're going to turn them, and we're going to do a total of 8 minutes, and that should be, since the potatoes were already hot, or reasonably hot, we just took them out of the smoker. That should give us plenty of
remaining heat, and plus I just want to crisp up the skin a little bit and cook these. So be back in just a minute. Okay, it's been 2 minutes on that side, on that way. Now we're going to turn these over. Oh yeah, look at those grill marks on this thing. Oh yeah. Well, these grill grates do a wonderful job of that. And the potatoes are starting to look real good. Okay, one more turn, they'll be done. Then all we'll need to do is just let it rest for about 10 minutes, the steaks, and we're golden. Okay, our steaks are ready to come off. Oh yeah, they looking good too. Yeah, all right. Get these off, and I'll get the potatoes off, and we'll be ready.
Now we're ready to eat. This is really easy to do. You can do it on any kind of smoker you've got. You could even do it on a grill and just set it up for indirect heat. So I'm fixing to try this out. First we'll cut the steak. We'll cut it right down the middle. And I put some butter on mine. Oh yeah. Kind of hard to cut it on this plate, trying to cut it over this. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Perfect. Just like I like it. Let me cut me a little piece off of here. Yeah. Oh man. That chupacabra rub, sitting on them for an hour, and then that Chicago, a little bit of that Chicago steak rub is perfect on it. Then we put it over, on the grill, we put a few chunks of mesquite on the grill when we grilled these, so it's even got that. So now I'm fixing to dig into this potato. And like I say, you can add green onions to your mix if you're not going to freeze your potatoes. I never know if I'm going to freeze some or not, so I usually wait till afterwards if I'm going to use them. We just use them as a garnish to put on it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's taking baked potato to a whole new level. Yeah. You're going to want to try this, I can assure you. Got the good smoky flavor to it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to my channel and that watches my videos. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. And all the comments and everything. So, if you like what we're doing here, leave us a comment down there, let us know. And if you've tried these recipes, or some of the recipes, comment and let us know. We'd like to hear from you. And I want to thank everyone, and I want to let everyone know I set milestones for my channel. And when we hit 500 subscribers, we did a giveaway. And I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate every one of you. And so I'm going to do another giveaway. And so stay tuned next week. Next week's video will have the giveaway, and you're going to want to get in on this giveaway. It's a really good giveaway. So I want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women in the military too, and that are serving around the world. And I want to send special thanks out to all the men and women in law enforcement that protect us and keep us safe every day. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you do. Thank you very much.